Hello and welcome to this episode of Demystified as we explore home cooking in a modern world. Hello, I'm Linda and I'm in my house and my friend Paul is in his house. Hello, Paul.
Well, I'm actually outside of my house, but I'm still in the boundaries of my house.
Don't break it. Don't. And lucky we're recording
Cabin fever.
otherwise there'd be a curfew issue as well.
Yeah, cabin fever's hit, so I just need some air. Although I can't stay out here long because it's bloody freezing.
It's
anyway,
freezing cold
moving on.
and raining on and off quite heavily.
Mm.
So how are you?
So our Friday from the kitchen is a lie because it's not from the kitchen at all, and it's not Friday.
Not actually a Friday because we've had some stuff going on, but it is the weekend of cooking. And have you done any cooking at home this weekend?
Yeah, well, what else is there to do? So I've got some sourdough on the go. I've got some beef ribs, which
wow,
having a nice bath in red wine for 2 days. So they're on the go this morning for tonight. What did I do yesterday? I did a cauliflower mac and cheese yesterday. That was pretty good. So we might put that one up on the website when we get back into recording. What else did I do? I did some
adding cauliflower to mac and cheese make it healthier, and therefore you can have more or have it more often.
If you want to tell yourself that, Linda, if that makes you feel better, then fine.
I think adding vegetables to something that traditionally doesn't have vegetables makes it healthier.
Given the amount of cheese that I put in it, I would suggest that no, that's not the case at all. But anyway.
Okay.
I did take a trip to their little Italian deli because I was out of Parmesan, and we all know you can't live without that. But I also had a mortadella craving, so I had to go and fulfill that. So, yes, but other than that, I also made a tiramisu, but that's not really baking. Just because I saw some mascarpone cheese there, and I thought, well, why not? What else am I doing? So, whipped up a quick tiramisu as well. So, I've been doing a bit of cooking actually.
Wow, you've been amazing.
It's actually not a bad little period just to trial a few things out, and so the cauliflower mac and cheese, although good, could have been better. I added a little bit too much mustard, so it kind of didn't work as well as I wanted to. Like, it was tasty, but I know how to do it better. So when we post it up on the website, it'll be better.
Oh, excellent! Oh, very good.
And you?
Well, we did crumb cutlets on Friday night, and I put a little bit of Dijon mustard in with the egg, but I didn't put quite enough, so you really couldn't taste it. So we had...
Yeah, you probably would have been better off brushing the Dijon onto the cutlet before you floured it.
Yeah, because it really it works well with when I do chicken schnitzels. I put some Dijon mustard in with the egg when I'm beating it up, and that works really well. There's a nice subtle flavour, but chicken's a lot different, I guess. It's not as, doesn't have as much punch itself, but the lamb cutlets completely, and I did them in panko, and they were really it takes longer to prepare them, I think, than it does to actually cook them. And they were yummy, but yeah, you couldn't taste the Dijon mustard at all. And I put a fair whack of, pretty heaped teaspoon in, but that sort of dissolved, and you really couldn't taste it. And then I
might be getting the wrong mustard actually, because the Dijon that I get is like uber powerful.
Oh, okay.
We'll talk about that off air.
We'll talk later. Okay, and
don't put any brands, but yeah.
And then Dougie had gone off and come back with a roast for last night, and when he did the shopping, and it was a roast pork.
Oh, surprise.
So Friday night.
You're turning it, yeah, see, this is the thing. We say this all the time. People have like 10 or 12 dishes that they rotate out through.
Well, last night, so what I did on Friday night, I put a bit of a rub on the meat. I'd seen a thing about adding some chili, like a sambal to some pork, and I thought, oh, that's nice. And they had a little sort of suggestion of putting a rub on the meat side and letting it, when you're putting it in the fridge without any paper on it, to have the skin dry out a bit. So I did that.
Yeah.
But when I was cooking it, when it was cooking, you couldn't afterwards. You really couldn't taste any of the rub that I'd put on. But the sambal that I sort of made up, I mean, we had some sambal olek, which I can't live without, and just added some bits and pieces to it from the cupboard, and it was quite spicy, but it made it sort of give a real bit Vietnamese kind of flavour. It was fantastic. Just that sort of roast pork, and just by adding a sort of a chili sambal at the end, like on the side of the plate. I wasn't sure Dougie liked it because I made it really super hot, and it was fantastic. So yeah, it didn't, even though the meat, I tried it without the sambal at first, and I really couldn't taste the rub. So I think we'll talk about that one day as well, because anyway. And so yeah, I have a meal, and we have made soup. We have made homemade soup.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so, broccoli soup, because broccoli soup, I don't really like broccoli that much, and I do struggle. I know it's really super healthy for you. It's a real superfood, but it's so much nicer in soup format.
Yeah, did you know what? I totally disagree. But
I know you like
personal
broccoli.
Taste. I really like broccoli, and I couldn't imagine doing anything worse to it than putting it in a soup. But nonetheless,
I do like your recipe with garlic and olive oil over it, and we do eat it most nights. So I do, it's not like my aversion to sort of steamed zucchini, which I find completely
that's just a waste of time.
Uninteresting. But
I think we actually talked about a few vegetables that you couldn't steam, and I think zucchini. Yeah. We should actually talk about we should do a podcast on what you can't steam.
Well, I thought it was only one thing. Yeah, I thought it was only really pav, but now I know there's a few others. But I do.
Eggplant,
we have been having a big
terrible.
bolus. Sorry.
Eggplant. Horrific.
Eggplant.
Don't ever steam an eggplant. Oh my god, it's the worst thing ever. Just a steamed eggplant? No good.
No, okay.
No good.
No, but if you do pierce the skin, throw some garlic cloves in, and cook it slowly, and then pour all that out and add some tahini, you've got a really nice dip. But that's a different
yeah. But see, the thing is if I'm just talking about straight steaming it. It's not enough to get the moisture out of it and get all those bitter juices out of it. I actually like eggplant. For me, you got to do it over really high heat, preferably over charcoal, and get that real bitterness out of it. Because otherwise, I just find the texture of it. It's just one of I'll eat Brussels sprouts before I eat eggplant. I'll eat lamb's brains before I eat eggplant.
Yeah, see, yeah.
Yeah, well, steamed eggplant, that is. Yeah, no good.
Eggplant. Yeah.
There you go. There's our topic for next week. What you shouldn't steam, according to us.
You shouldn't steam. Okay. The world according to us. But otherwise, we've had a fairly quiet weekend cooking-wise. Haven't really been inspired. Yesterday did nothing. Literally.
Yeah, well.
Like nothing. It was one of those
nice
days.
Life for some.
Yeah, no, it was really just a quiet, very low impact day. But anyway, it was raining and cold, and we just sort of bunkered down and did nothing.
Just generally the way things are going at the minute. Anyway.
Well, every now and then it's nice to have those days, like a pajama day. I don't know if you ever have pajama days, but I like them when you get back into your pajamas and hang around.
When you have a 4-year-old, you don't have a pajama day. Doesn't happen.
No.
Doesn't ever occur.
But you all just stay in your pajamas. I think you'd love it. I think the little fella would love it if you all just hung out.
Yeah.
In your underpants. He'd probably prefer your underpants.
There's a Zoom kinder class, which is pajama day. So, yes, he's actually asked us if we can go in our pajamas as well for the day. So, we will have one. There you go. I lied. We will have one. Are.
Well, I've actually heard of some officers that I know having pajama days, but we talked about it as a group and then said, no, that's really not something we want to have in our heads as images. But no.
Bunch of accountants getting around on Zoom meetings in their pajamas.
Yeah, no, you could just imagine.
Maybe it's a new plot line for
I think they'd have. I think they still have
for a B grade.
their little pockets with their pens sticking up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the pen protector. That'd be good.
Oh.
Yeah, nice look. Anyway, we're rambling, talking about nothing.
Sorry.
Righto.
Well, you have a nice weekend of cooking, and I'm not sure what we're doing tonight, but it's going to be low impact, I think, again today. But we have got
nice.
Soup is nice for during the week for lunch too. So I am enjoying that. That's one of the joys. I would never take soup to work and have for lunch, but at home it's really working out well. So that's been a new thing I've enjoyed during COVID. Yay! Well, you take it easy, and
you too.
We'll
speak to everyone next week with what you can't steam.
What you can't steam, exactly. Stay tuned, everybody. Right. Happy cooking. Bye.
See ya. Bye.
Thanks for listening to this podcast as we explore home cooking in a modern world. We'd love you to subscribe, and for more information, please go to our website, cookingwithsteam.com.